Hi, welcome to this week's Fundraising Friday. This week we talk about those things that stop us from asking major donors to make a gift to our organization and some of the things we might do to try and overcome these challenges. Research suggests that you are 75% more likely to get a yes when you make an ask in person than when you ask in any other way. That's over the phone, that's through the mail, that's through email. 75% more likely to get a yes when you ask in person. So that tells me you want to be eyeball to eyeball with people and asking them in the most personal way possible. But what stops you? Generally, it's fear. Fear of rejection. You don't want to look foolish and make you look bad or make them feel bad by asking them to support your organization. Think about what stops you from asking for anything, from asking for help, from asking someone to do you a favor. Generally, it's fear of rejection. Who are those people who are you very comfortable asking for help? It's those people who you know or you are certain are willing to say yes. It's those people with whom you have a close relationship. You probably have no problem asking your kids to do things, or asking your spouse to do things, or asking your best friend for help. Translate that into the major donor. And what you get, number one, is you want to be building a relationship with these individuals. Obviously not that of a spouse, a child, or a best friend, but you want to know that person well enough so that you're able to read with some certainty whether or not you think they're willing to support your organization. More importantly, what aspect of your organization is most important to them, and you can gear your ask that way. So number one is develop a relationship. If you're feeling uncertain about asking someone, you probably don't have a sufficiently strong relationship, and you want to go back to doing more cultivation. If you're under pressure, you got to get this gift, got to get this gift. If you rush the relationship, you're likely to hurt it in the long term. Second of all, it's because you don't know what you're asking for, or you're afraid that you're going to fail in your ask. You should have a good sense of how much this individual is willing to give and whether or not they're willing to give when you make that ask. So be very specific. I'm asking you today to make a gift of fill in the blank amount that will support fill in the blank. And that fill in the blank is something that you know they're passionate about. Just like you might call your best friend and say, I'm in a pickle, I need someone to drive me to the doctor tomorrow at 9 o'clock. I need someone to make a gift of $5,000 to help feed 50 starving children in the next month. Same thing. So when you think about the ask not as the beginning of the relationship, but the culmination of a relationship, and you make sure you've built that relationship, I'm not going to say it becomes easy, but it becomes a little less onerous. That's this week's Fundraising Friday tip. Thanks. Have a great weekend.